This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was assaulted by both men at a Video Music Awards after party in 2000. In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one."
If you think about everything he said, and you're able to 5 seconds go back and listen to all the things he said that were going to happen in the year, you notice everything did happen. I don't know how he knew. I don't know who he talks to or what inside information he might have, but everything he said, it came true. Everything he said came true. So there's some truth to everything that he knows, and the fact that he's saying I held back a little bit, he probably has stuff on people, and he just used jabs instead of throwing that haymaker. He could have. I'm assuming it could have ended career.
There's a possibility.
Katt Williams, who's getting exposed next? Hashtag Katt has the answer.
Rapper and giant of the music business Jay-Z is vehemently disputing claims that he abused a 13-year-old girl this morning. Rapper Sean Diddy Combs, who has been under increased scrutiny in recent weeks, is also accused. This civil case, which was first brought against Diddy in October, took a startling turn on Sunday when Jay-Z was added as a co-defendant. The complainant, who is only identified in court filings as Jane Doe, alleges that both men attacked her during a private Video Music Awards after-party in 2000.
You have said that you believe Jay-Z's worse than Diddy, and I believe
Absolutely.
that. Do you believe he's higher up, in the food chain above?
Now he is. Now he is. He wasn't, which is why I know he's doing everything that he can to play both sides against the middle to make sure that Diddy goes down and he stays clean.
Do you think he's scared now? Do you think Beyonce's scared?
Oh, absolutely. Did you know that Tony Busby, the lawyer that's doing all the lawsuits, just got sued
Oh yeah, I saw that.
by a prominent figure? They're trying to make everybody believe it's Kevin Hart. But the funny thing is, the lawsuit that's suing Tony Busby, Spiro is a partner. And Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer.
Oh, so it's probably Jay-Z then that's doing this thing.
Of course they'd use Kevin's name.
Well,
But in Kevin, why is Alex Spiro popping up?
Jay-Z replied to the claims in a scathing and widely reported statement by firmly denying them and making grave accusations against Jane Doe's legal team. And he said, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one." He accused her lawyer of trying to blackmail him. In addition to contesting the lawsuit's validity, the statement questioned the reasons involved.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-in, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, don't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these because why would you talk about another black dude? It's not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
And you have no more of these.
I think one thing that Mr. Busby has in his favor is the standard by which the civil courts are going to have to weigh this. It's not a criminal case. They don't have to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt. They have to prove it by the ponderance of the evidence. And that just means...
And for the average viewer who doesn't know what it means, what does that mean?
It just means that you have to prove more likely than not that it happened. You're tipping the scale to, let's say, 51% in your favor with respect to the evidentiary standard. Now, Mr. Busby had a press conference a few months back, And during that press conference, he stated that the civil lawsuits that he was moving forward were ones that were vetted by his office. He stated that he hired an investigator, that investigator gathered further corroborating evidence. And so I'm very curious to see what corroborating evidence he has that he thinks can meet that low.
At the same time, the entertainment industry is in disarray. Oh my God, you won't believe what's happened recently. Now that he's back in the spotlight, comedian and frank cultural analyst Katt Williams is targeting Jay-Z with his venomous comments. And believe me when I say that the tea he is pouring is quite hot. There have been further rumors about Jay-Z's participation since the Diddy incident broke. The rich rapper has been the target of accusations that he is as involved in immoral activities as his longtime partner. The new complaint is rife with allegations that Jay-Z not only saw but also took part in a number of startling and extremely upsetting occurrences. Alongside Diddy, Jay-Z is now being pulled into the legal dispute, and the charges are really terrible. Jay-Z was reportedly intimately involved in an event involving a 13-year-old girl who was drugged, beaten, and left in a vulnerable position, according to the updated complaint. Katt Williams won't keep silent about anything this combustible, you know that. The comedian has made it apparent that he isn't scared to criticize Hollywood's elite ever since his scathing interview on Club Shay Shay went viral. There have been many shocking disclosures this year, but if you thought 2023 was dramatic, be ready, because 2025 could surpass it all. Let's now turn our attention to Tony Busby, the lawyer at the center of this legal dispute. Busby, who is well known for his tough and well-publicized cases, has been chasing Diddy relentlessly. According to his claims, more than 100 reliable witnesses and victims believe they were unintentionally lured into Diddy's murky world. Busby, who is known for challenging influential people, isn't afraid to name names. He has brazenly said that he has receipts to support his allegations and has allegedly been working behind the scenes, providing CBS with information concerning the revelations made by these victims. In order to avoid negative publicity, several celebrities involved in these disputes would rather reach a swift and private settlement. But Jay-Z has taken a different approach. Busby hinted to a very powerful John Doe pulling strings to quiet him and his clients in a mysterious Instagram post back in November. Busby's legal team filed a shocking complaint shortly after, with fresh, unsettling accusations. The complaint explains how the victim, a 13-year-old girl at the time, was approached by a guy in the early 2000s as she attempted to enter the MTV Video Music Awards. According to reports, the man introduced her to Diddy and assured her that she would have access to the program. But instead of going to the awards, Diddy took the little girl to an exclusive after-party.
No vindication for me, because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean.
A lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it. All of these individuals and entities, in my view, have exposure.
It is really disturbing what is said to have happened during the party. According to the lawsuit, the girl was given a drink that contained an unknown chemical and forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement, NDA. Before long, she started to feel lost and was shown to a room that had only a big bed and very little else. The victim claims that Diddy came in with 2 other famous people, a woman and a man. While the others looked on, Diddy reportedly attacked her. The courageous little girl retaliated by hitting him in the neck and running to safety when he tried to attack her a second time. After a while, she sought safety at a petrol station, where she called her father and described the terrifying experience. At first, the case was only about Diddy. Jay-Z, the anonymous male celebrity allegedly participated in the event, is now identified in the updated petition. In his quick response, Jay-Z accused Busby of trying to extort him. "My lawyer received a demand letter, a blackmail attempt, from Tony Busby," he said in his statement. The charges were strongly refuted by Jay-Z, who saw himself as a young man who made it out of the projects of Brooklyn. "We don't play these types of games," he continued. Along with his denial, Jay-Z attacked Busby's followers, calling them a network of conspiracy theorists and calling the accusations laughable if they weren't grave. Busby is unwavering in the face of Jay-Z's staunch attitude, asserting that he and his family have experienced abuse and intimidation, but pledging to move forward. "I will not be intimidated or bullied," he said. Naturally, 50 Cent had to contribute his usual sense of humor and make fun of the drama that was developing with a sardonic LOL. Katt Williams allegedly celebrated what he believes to be long overdue responsibility after learning about Jay-Z's situation, viewing it as a moment of poetic justice.
Everybody else, I couldn't believe that it was that extreme. So I've always known him to be turned up, but I didn't know he was that turned up. So, it wasn't a good look. It made me reevaluate. The things that he's been accused of has made me reevaluate every single second I've been in.
The public is still debating Jay-Z's answer. Some have noted that although he denounced Busby, he never specifically refuted the accusations. Jay-Z's filing of a motion asking Jane Doe to disclose her identity, which was widely denounced as an attempt to intimidate the victim, added to the uproar. In addition, Jay-Z's previous connections with younger women are being questioned once more. Critics have pointed to his relationship with Beyoncé, who was a teenager when they started dating, as well as his purported connections to Foxy Brown, Aaliyah, Taria Mari, and Rihanna. Given his long-standing connection with Diddy, it is being questioned to what extent Jay-Z was aware of Diddy's purported actions. Is there more to their relationship than meets the eye, or did he overlook it? The answers could eventually surface as this judicial struggle progresses.